And Indian companies are going global. They have global ambitions. They are going in a big way now, acquiring companies overseas. That is to expand and diversify in their own businesses. One such company is maker of YY Noodles. It's India's CG Foods. Foods that has bought, in fact, or will going to expand further there. Galiana Blanca's Russia's CIS business. Well, it operates in Western Europe already, Russia and CIS, Baltics, and around 30 countries in Africa already. Now, to talk that and much more, today we are joined by Varun Chaudhary. He's MD of CG Corp Global. Thank you for joining us, Varun. First of all, what are the plans after signing deal with Russia's based GB Foods?
Okay. Hi, Sumit. Thanks for having me over. It's a pleasure to be with you. As far as our latest acquisition goes in Russia, it's a strategy where we want to consolidate our East European business. You know, we already are in Serbia and in Kazakhstan. So Russia, in fact, becomes a good headquarter for us to control that part of the world, which is the East European market, the CIS, Russia, the Baltics. With the acquisition of GB Foods, which is a very, very strong brand in that part of the world, it will give us a good platform to take off. And we are very, very confident of the new team as well, and how we want to synergize our various expertise, or let's say our energies and our opportunities that we have on the table. I think I see a great future there.
And Varun, the new Omicron variant is there now. What kind of impact you had during lockdowns in 2020? And do you think with culture, the work from home culture is there, if it is there more, your food business will grow further?
Not as yet. I think it's too primitive, and it's too primitive for me to answer, because we've just started seeing this impact since last week, I believe. But every single country is reacting to it in such a positive and instantaneous way that they are taking all precautionary measures, and we can already see that even various states in India have also started. In fact, the whole domestic travelers also coming to their states to carry a PCR report. So we can already see that people are becoming very serious about it. As of yet, we've not had this impact of work from home or anything on sales. But let's see how the government kind of takes it.
And now, Varun, let's talk about your own business, food processing, even food business overall. How's the recovery in market looks like now? What is the outlook for overall market and the whole industry as well?
Well, this year has been very, very challenging, Sumit. We all know that the inputs cost have shot through the roof, especially in terms of the palm oil. Our product, obviously, the MRP has been constant for the longest time. So we've been actually managing on our cost. We've been managing on our sales, how to in fact ramp that up despite the challenges. So it has been a very, very challenging year, right? But I do see obviously a good future. I do see that once the inputs cost starts tapering down, which I feel that it should happen sometime maybe Q2 next year. Then we'll actually be in a position to probably realign ourselves, re-strategize ourselves, restructure ourselves, and look at a much brighter days ahead.
And what kind of steps needed from the government side, or maybe expectations from government to make India a big food processing hub? You are from the industry. Give us some suggestions or your thoughts on this issue.
Oh, of course. Like I think in one of my interviews also, I was the one who in fact advocated this. Just to give you an example, we own a food park in Rajasthan. It's a mega food park which falls under the scheme of Ministry of Food Processing. It's basically an infrastructure play where we've created the entire infrastructure, be it the IQF, the deep freezers, the cold chambers, the silos, the warehouses, the SDFs, the plots. So, this is an example of how India can become an export hub. So the whole idea is we do a mapping of various spices, fruits, vegetables in the radius of 200 to 300 kilometers, and we see what all can be produced in that region, and we make use of these facilities to value add, and then such facilities can be the best possible examples as export hubs. And India has probably multiple of these food parks all over in various parts of India. So just a little example that how India can reshape its policies and stuff in terms of making and encouraging people to use these facilities, use such infrastructure, have linkages with various parts of or various other countries in the world to probably become an export hub. And I see this as a great opportunity.
Thanks, Varun, for joining us and getting us all these details and important perspective. WION now available in your country. Download the app and get all the news on the move.